Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz and welcome back to Unravel. Previously we had tracked down our 6th missing memory piece, however, pesky crow had stolen it and unfortunately has made off with the goods. And that is simply unacceptable, and I don't approve of its actions. So we're here to capture it and maybe not put it out of its misery per se, but I'd like to get that memory back so we can get back on track and enter the next phase of the game, which I'm quite excited about since it's starting to get a little bit droll and dreary for me. And yeah, this level isn't too bad actually. This is probably one of the shorter ones. However, this is probably one of the tougher things to get in this game. Buttons, I should say. So what I like to do is hold on to this with the knot, and then I'm gonna go and hold on with the left trigger and then shoot out this, and then basically just Tarzan my way across. And it's something that you've never really had to do over the course of this game thus far, except for here, which is kind of interesting. And it's kind of a cool mechanic, so it's just a shame that they don't use it nearly as much. And they're good, but Arnie doesn't appear to be very pleased. Now, just to get out of here, we can go ahead and rest, sit down, be all sad. Poor Yarny. And we'll still have the collectible. This game is really good about saving your progress when you don't necessarily want it to. So, alright, so we're just gonna go make our way across here, across this very strange little items. Like dynamite? Really? Is this the thing I needed in Unravel? I mean, of course, it's got to take a page out of Journey and Flowers' book, but still. Okay, so I'm over here. My name is Allison Cruz, and yeah, it's good stuff. I don't foresee this being a very long episode. I know some of them have been a little bit longer just because, I don't know, it's just like my play style is just to kind of observe and appreciate portions of the game. But for the most part, I feel like even in my play style, it will not be a very difficult thing to do, so. Also, oof, right here, more with the successive swings, and also very strange yarning to do. Okay, and there we go. And I think this is where our second button comes into play, is right over here, which I don't think is possible not to get. Because basically, I don't know, people decide to put rocks on dynamites every day. It doesn't really surprise me. But, excuse me, can you... We get launched... Oh, it didn't do it. You're supposed to get launched up way over there. That is the first time that that has not happened to me. I just gotta go having a foot in the mouth session all over the place. There we go. Right after I get done saying, hey, I don't think it's possible to miss this. Miss it my first try. You literally have to try to be me. To try and, I don't know, be me, I guess. Oh. Okay. Now this part. Ooh, this part. Yeah, this is going to be pretty unusual. So, it's where the game starts becoming a little bit more strange in its atmosphere, as well as its instant death scenarios. Welcome to the storyboard room of Pixar Studios, where if you stand on the ground, you will get eaten to death by cockroaches. I am not even kidding you. And the idea is to get through the entirety of this room without getting eaten, but it's very difficult when there aren't a lot of platforms to stay on. So if you're quick enough, you can actually just like swing on over here to the light and very ominously, ooh. Yeah, they're gonna eat me. They're gonna eat me. Excuse me, do you guys want to go away, please? Okay, they don't usually swarm like that, but if we step down very quickly, we'll be fine. Okay, well, I'll just... Nope, I'm sorry, excuse me. Now the lights are on. Excellent. Let's jump back and... Ugh. For whatever reason, they cannot stand lights. They just go insane. They become literal mavericks. So we'll go push this over here. Unfortunately, these cockroaches do not know how to climb on vertical surfaces. So that's good. Okay, so for our next source of light, we have this very innocuously placed, I don't know, lamp thing. We're just gonna go and push this over here a little bit. Hope we can get some light. Thank you. And we should be good with the floor. Yeah, I feel like we're getting into some limbo territory now. And there we go. We have lights. And we're good. I don't know why they would need this giant light box for this little tiny room. It's weird. Okay, we're gonna go over here, and we have another one of these puzzles. I wouldn't even call it a puzzle because all you're doing is keeping the little thing open there. Music. I kind of hate that I feel somewhat obligated to talk during these because I've uploaded the first 6 parts of this while doing it. Uh-oh. Jerk. Okay, so if you're ready for a bit of a tricky scenario here, we've got ourselves lightning crashes, and it's good stuff. The timing for this is a little bit weird, but as long as we can get through it without dying, we might be good. So basically, you just have to get through with good timing, and you're fine. Just a quarter second after you hear the lightning, you should be good. So, it's a pretty simple timing, I feel like. And it's somewhat inconsistent. At first, I thought it was just every other lightning crash, and that was very strange. I'm not supposed to be standing on that, I think. Last time I tried that, I just fell. Okay, then. Alright. So here's our next button, which I think is our 3rd one. Man. This game is like... It's good. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's try and make our way here. Again, I feel like some of the audio isn't coming through as consistently. Whoop! That was really quick. So let's just hope that I don't get screwed over by it. Oof, there we go. And remember, if you hold the A button, you'll actually jump just a little bit longer. Okay. Let's climb up here and stay inside of this thing and move on down. God, look at that background though. It's incredible. Oop. Okay. So we'll climb up here, collect this, I guess. And this I thought was kind of a weird thing. I haven't failed it, but it also just seems like a really strange sort of way to conquer a puzzle. It's to stand on this before it hits the furnace. So let's go and jump up. Oof. I was like 95% expecting to fail there, considering my track record. Now this part. This part. So let's see if I can remember how to do this correctly. So along the chains there, you'll notice that there will actually be a couple of places where we could yarn to, and many instances of death here. You also notice a button right up there at the top. Once we get up there, we'll be able to collect it, but for now, we just need to concentrate on going along, and more or less this is just like a memory sequence, if anything. We can take a leap of faith here, and nope, and fail, obviously, because that is just par for the course, and it honestly does not surprise me. So, it's kind of a weird thing. Unless, I guess we're supposed to take this one. Never mind. I'm great at remembering how to do things, guys, even if it's the simplest things. Now we just play the waiting game. So, welcome to February 18th, where I hope you guys have been enjoying the series to a certain extent. I think I mentioned this earlier in this part, or in the last part, but whoop. I actually have another project recorded, but instead I decided to go with this for now, and alternating between this and Ori, as that finishes up, since that game has been long finished, continually phasing through objects, don't worry about me. And yeah, it's Banjo-Kazooie, so once this project finishes at, I believe, probably 12 or 13 parts, it's not a long game at all. It's only $20. It's obviously an arcade title, and it, I think, is very much worth what I paid for it, which I'm really glad for. Although I have yet to see the Yarny avatar thing, which is a silly thing. I feel like. I don't know. But anyways, we need to go over here. And what I'm going to do, to make things a little bit simpler for us, is collect this. Excellent. And there it is. So for collecting that 4th button, we get an achievement for the zapping death machine. What a great way to put it. But we can just come back up to this point yet again, abuse the saving tactics, and we are safe. Ooh, now this part. Oof. Little nerve-wracking. Just a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna go jump to our certain death. Because for some reason somebody thought it was a good idea to tie a little piece of yarn over here. And there we go. All good. Now that's there. This is kind of a weird thing because it doesn't seem like obvious at first, which is a good thing. That we need to push this over here. No, I said push it over there. That was weird. It started going back up. I mean, I'm not a master machinist or anything, but still kind of a weird thing. And I completely forgot to do this. There we go. Even though it gives you the same amount of yarn after literally every single spool that we come across, I'm just paranoid about leaving slack behind. It's a little annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna... Ooh! No, Yarny. I didn't even think that was possible. To be fair, I probably have never really even played this level, I think more than the one time, just because it's not difficult, but regardless, no excuses. I just gotta reach my quota, that's all. Okay, so here's the final room of the level. Oof. Point of no return. Now this part threw me off, because it's... Uh-oh. It's not very clear that we can do this here yet again. Just kind of the inconsistent nature of things. Appears as though we have this quarrel between Sweden and Russia. Real surprise there. Now we need to get up to that first area, the first drawer, but the prize that we need is actually in the second one, which bears literally 0 hints as to where that is. Again, kind of another dickishly placed thing, in my opinion. I mean, somebody probably thinks it was well designed, but if there was no indication of it being there, then how am I supposed to think that's good? I don't know. Anyway, how are we supposed to do this? Actually, I remember. We're gonna tie you right there. Again, with these boxes of electricity. Overly abundant. And there we go. Just gonna... And then I think that's it. I don't think we even need to tie them. Oop. And the music changes all of a sudden. It's good. Now again, cockroaches will have returned. They're gonna be assholes. So let's avoid them, shall we? Shall we? Excellent. And with that, we're done. So, we have our 6th missing piece, and we've completed the first area of this game. How much is enough? The saviors turned out to be pillagers. The promises were hollow, and the process was toxic. Now the young move south, and the old are left behind to tend to the wounds. A little depressing, but I mean, it sucks to say that you're desensitized to something because it happens in literally every part of the world. It's ridiculous. But like I said, we're done with this first level, or this first area of the game, which, I mean, shouldn't really come as any surprise that there's more to this place. And it's over here, this room, the music room, aka my bedroom, minus the Nielsen and Sonner grand piano here. Run across the piano here. Where we have ourselves a plethora of more memories to go through. Oof. But we're closing in towards the end of the game, and next time on Little Big Woolly World, we're going to be entering the letter, which is an ice/snow level, but I love it so much. I've said this a lot in the past, but I have a real big affinity for ice levels, and it's mostly in the aesthetic, but that'll wait until next time, alright? My name is Allison Cruz, and I hope to see you guys then.